99% of men will stay broke forever. That sentence shakes a man to his core, doesn't it? Shot, because deep down, you feel the tremor of truth. Across nations, decades, and cultures, the distribution curve never changes. A towering mass of men cramped at the bottom, a razor-thin line climbing the summit. And it's not that the doors are locked. Most men never even reach for the handle. Today, I'm ripping away every convenient excuse, every soothing lie, and every comforting half-truth that keeps ordinary men in permanent scarcity. This isn't another feel-good pep talk drizzled with empty affirmations. This is a mirror held to your face. If you flinch, good. The sting means you're alive. If you stick around, better. It means you're ready to act. We'll dissect the 7 silent killers of male wealth-wasted time, crippling fear, comfort, addiction, bleeding money habits, blame culture, skill, starvation, and a final verdict most gurus want to say out loud and hand you practical antidotes you can apply tonight. A warning. Reality does not care about your feelings, it cares about your choices. Accept that, and you graduate from boyhood to manhood. Ready? Let's dive. Chapter 1. Time vampires. Picture this. The average man lives 4,000 weeks. Subtract childhood, sleep, commuting, and chores, roughly 1,500 productive weeks remain. Yet rescue time data shows the typical smartphone user checks their device 58 times a day, losing 5 full years of waking life to thumb gymnastics that produce zero value. Morning alarm rings. He hits snooze. Just a minute on Instagram. Dopamine fires. Breakfast burns. Schedule drifts. By lunch, he's given 3 hours to the digital casino, spinning reels of short videos. Meanwhile, the 1% treat minutes like oxygen in a sinking submarine. They weaponize calendars, deep work blocks, focus sprints, tech fasting windows. James Clear calls it the plateau of latent potential, tiny. Consistent investments stay invisible until they explode into mastery. The broke majority never see the curve because they quit at the boring stage. Ask yourself, how many hours did social media steal from you this week? What tangible asset did you build in that same period? If the answer is 0, you're volunteering for poverty. Antidote. Tonight's set app timers 30 total scrolling minutes. Place the rest with a light indicator task: writing, coding, lifting, selling. Remember, seconds compound into skill, skill into income, income into freedom. Ignore this law, and you'll finish life with a high-level avatar and a low-level bank account. Chapter 2. Fear of failure. Most men aren't broke because they failed. They're broke because they never even suited up. Fear whispers in the voice of reason. What if I lose money? What if they laugh? Yet failure is tuition for every arena that pays life-changing money. Edison tested 1,000 filaments. Jordan missed 9,000 shots. Sarah Blakely pitched Spanx door-to-door after every mill said no. Pattern. The marketplace repays pain endured. The bigger the humiliation you absorb, the bigger the paycheck waiting. Hack fear. 1. Exposure therapy. 1 cold DM, 1 imperfect video daily. 2. Reframe stakes. Will it matter in 5 years? 3. Failure budget. Pre-approve the cash and time you're allowed to lose. Fear shrinks. Tombstones never read. Here lies a man who never failed. They only show a dash, either cramped with timid what-ifs or stretched with courageous let's try. Fill your dash. Chapter 3. The comfort cage. There's a prison more secure than iron bars. The comfort zone. Soft couch. Safe job. Same friends. Same weekend routine. Comfort feels warm, but it slowly shrinks until you can't stand up straight. Weights tear muscle. Muscle grows stronger. Cold showers shock the nervous system. Resilience spikes. Hard conversations bruise pride. Relationships deepen. Growth demands friction. 2 mornings. Comfort man hits snooze. Doom scrolls. Sugar breakfast. Complains about traffic. Growth man wakes at 5 a.m. Lifts, journals, reviews, goals. By noon, the gap is an ocean. Multiply by 1,000 mornings and you have different galaxies. Escape plan. Physical sweat daily. Cognitive study subjects that make your brain ache. Social network above your league. Financial invests before spending. Let your wallet stay slightly hungry so ambition hunts. A Yale study of 3,000 adults found those who embraced purposeful stress earned 43% more within a decade. Deliberate discomfort rewires your brain and your wallet. Crave the burn. Chapter 4. Money habits that bleed you dry. Money is a bloodstream. Atch. Many men suffer chronic financial hemorrhage, teeny leaks that never clot. Lifestyle creep, promotion hits, expenses leap, subscription spiderweb, microfees strangle cash flow. Americans underestimate subs by 240%. High interest debt. 22% APRs legalize pickpocketing. Social flex. Rooftop bars, impulse vacations, ego dinners. Pay yourself first 15% auto-invest on payday. Index funds and boring cash flow assets. Sinking funds, pre-save for lumpy costs. Skill reinvestment courses, masterminds, tools. Quick drill. Label 90-day transactions, asset, neutral liability. If the screen bleeds red, diagnose, then cancel, negotiate, or replace until green dominates. Mini case. Marcus, age 27, slashed $300 in subs, sold unused gadgets, redirected $500 MO into an S&P index. At 9%, he'll hit $200,000 by 45 with no promotion. Wealth is rarely a lottery win. It's a quiet war of attrition plug leaks, funnel surplus into compounding engines. Repeat. Chapter 5. The Blame Disease. Victimhood feels warm because it absolves responsibility. But the moment you blame, you surrender power. And powerlessness is poverty's fertilizer. Hertfordshire researchers followed two groups: external blamers and internal owners. 5 years later, owners earned 38% more and doubled life satisfaction. When you blame one, learning shuts down. 2. Resentment stacks. 3. Opportunities bypass you. Nobody invests in walking complaints. Antidote: radical accountability. Right? Today's top problem. List every aspect you control. Act on one item within 24h. Ownership isn't fault, it's a response. You didn't choose your starting line, but you select your next stride. Remember, they should keeps you broke. I will builds wealth. Chapter 6. Skill or be still in 2025. The scarcest asset is a specialized skill that solves expensive problems. Harvard's 2024 report. Workers who master a high-leverage skill double lifetime earnings versus peers who plateau after college. Broke the binge tutorials but never practiced. The wealthy run a skill flywheel. Learn, implement, publish feedback, iterate 300 times a year. 1 year later, they're unrecognizable. Launch your flywheel. 1. Market audit, find 5 high-demand skills. 2. Micro niche. Goot YouTube ad creatives for fintech apps. 3. Mentor course, pay for speed. 4. Daily reps, quantity before quality. 5. Monetize early, charge small. Collect testimonials. Reinvest. Objection: AI will replace me. Solution: become the human who directs the machine. Applied skill plus AI leverage equals invincibility. Equation: skill times execution times consistency equals inevitable money. Remove any variable and the product collapses. Keep all 3 humming and the ceiling disappears. Chapter 7. The final truth: your bank balance isn't random. It's a scoreboard of micro decisions repeated over thousands of days. Money touches housing, healthcare, education, family security. Denying that is pulling batteries from a smoke alarm because you hate the noise. Compound math. Invest $500 MO at 8% for 20 years gives approximately equals $275 K. Delay 5 years and lose $80 K in growth. Time either works for you or invoices you. Combine the prior chapters. Guard time gives build skill. Fight fear gives deploy skill. Exit comfort gives persist. Seal leaks gives invest surplus. Own outcomes gives iterate. Stack skills gives raise income ceiling. Neglect one spoke and wheels wobble. Neglect several and the vehicle flips. Legacy check. Envision your 8-year-old self in a garden. He remembers you hearing this message. His peace or regret is decided by your habits this week. One day, you become your own ancestor. Make him proud, not penniless, because the saddest sentence is it could have been different. If these words sparked you, guard that spark like fire in a storm. Most viewers will nod and do nothing. A minority will convert inspiration to implementation. Decide which camp is yours. 3-step starter plan 1. Comment, I choose the 1%. 2. Schedule your first power hour no phone. Pure skill practice within 24h3. Share this video with one friend who complains about money. Teach once, learn twice. Subscribe each week. We dissect a wealth principle and hand you concrete assignments. This channel is a gym for the mind and wallet. Show up and your financial muscle will grow. Broke is not a number, it's a narrative. Change the story and the balance sheet follows. Close this video, open your calendar, and make your first deposit into the life you actually want. ILC Usanat, the summit where excuses can breathe and freedom is the only currency that counts. Till then, stay hungry, stay accountable, and remember the dash between your birth and death is being written in real time. Make it a bestseller. Your move starts now. No permission slips, no perfect timing, just purposeful momentum.